feel very familiar with. Their latest role, though, sees them teaming up in the West End production of A Life in the Theatre. I'm joined by Patrick Stewart and Joshua Jackson. Really good to see you two. Thank you for coming in. Have you worked together before?
No,
no,
the first time.
It's the first time you met.
Yeah, we are close to it. There's an animated movie due for release soon
called Racing Stripes.
Oh, yeah,
where I beautifully played your son, but you at the last moment decided that no.
No. Kind of you to put it that way. No, they dumped me.
No, outrageous.
I know.
That should
He was
be
the best father I'd ever had. Those 10 minutes were the best.
So, with that failure behind us,
we
teamed together for this.
At least you're on stage together. What's the play about? Is it the relationship between the two of you? Is that what it's...
It is. That's exactly what it is. There are only the two of us in the play. Right. It is all set backstage in a regional theatre somewhere, we imagine, in the northeast or midwest of the United States. And young actor at the beginning of his career, older actor whose career there's no doubt is beginning to wane. Their developing relationship, and particularly how the influence and power of one over the other changes during the play.
Over the course of their time spent in this season together.
So you're the kind of young rookie.
Actually, no, I'm the
what makes you assume that?
just looking at the trivia, I would think that was
full of charm.
No, you know how
it would be more interesting the other way around.
Yeah, you know, you're having men playing women and women playing men in plays now. He's playing old, I'm playing real young.
That would be good.
It's just to keep it fresh, you know?
Of course. It's a good idea, though, and I love plays like that. You know, movies like The Dresser, when you see what goes on behind the scenes, it is fascinating.
We hope they will. We were on the stage for the first time yesterday, and when you sit in the audience, you are literally looking at another audience, because you're looking from our point of view, the actor's point of view, out onto the auditorium. So there are two audiences, if you imagine. And I hope that that'll be, apart from the fact that it is a brilliantly written play, and full of humour and drama, and then finally some poignancy, that
the freshness of that perspective, that vantage point will be interesting for the audience.
It's novel.
It sounds really good. It sounds very, very good. Is it your acting debut on
My
stage?
acting debut, yes. I was walking down Shaftesbury Avenue one day, and they said, you know, we need somebody to come and do a play. Would you be interested? But no, it is my stage debut. But I'm in good hands here. So
you are.
So
that's the thing.
Just get over those first night nerves, and everything else should be all right.
You'll be fine. When's it all starting?
Well, Thursday we do our first preview.
Right.
And then February 2nd we open for everybody else. Dun, dun, dun.
You're not nervous.
No, I'm fine. He has sailed through a tricky month of rehearsal. It's difficult. When there are only two of you, you don't get any breaks, you don't get time off. You can't say somebody else is doing a scene. Actually, it's not true. You have one scene off.
That's true. Yeah, but I am riveted every day that we do it. So I have not taken the time off.
And both playing Americans, because you're Canadian.
Yeah.
So both playing Yanks. Is that tough? Hard?
Well, Picard was not an American. He was
He's French.
So I was playing an American for years and years and years and years. So I'm old hat at this.
So that's okay.
Yeah. And so Josh is my unofficial dialect coach in this.
Okay.
We have a wonderful dialect coach.
I'm still after the credit though. I want the credit for it, damn it.
But it's the way the play is written and constructed. It could only be American.
Could you see it turned into a movie? You know the way that some of the...
It has already, I'm afraid. Somebody beat you to it. I learned yesterday, actually while doing an interview, that it was apparently an Academy Award nominated movie too. Jack Lemmon played my role. Yeah. And was it Matthew Modine?
No, I can't remember who it was actually off the top of my head.
Right, okay.
Obviously didn't do him much good.
He's banned into your brain.
Whoever he was.
Poor man.
I haven't seen it. Did you watch it? I didn't watch it because I didn't want to see it because I didn't want to see other people doing it before we didn't want to compare myself to Matthew Modine.
So are you now based here? You know the way that you were dividing your time between LA and over here?
Well, I wasn't. No, there was no dividing at all. I lived for 17 years in California.
Right.
But I've relocated, sold up. My life there is over. Hopefully not my professional life, but as in terms of residence. And I live in London now and couldn't be happier.
Okay, was that? I mean, that's quite a huge decision to make. I mean, what was the idea?
Well, I always looked on my time there as somehow temporary. My going there was an accident in the first place, and once the accident had happened, it was supposed to be very brief, a year or less, and it just turned into another year and another year and another year. So I was always looking over my shoulder, you know, anxious backward glances to when I could return to England. And I was just getting very, very homesick for years, and particularly homesick for working again in UK theatre.
Yeah, this kind of project.
I don't just mean London theatre, I mean, but
sure.
yeah, because we've got so much great work going on all over the country.
But that's the thing with your career that you've been able to do. You've done all these very, very high profile stuff, you know, like we mentioned at Star Trek, and Picard is French.
That's what I said.
Thank you. Not American.
You are going to regret that.
You're in such a lot of trouble.
I said he's not an American, he's
Well,
French.
that's true, that's true.
I think we should go to the tape.
No tape. You're not getting away with it, you're fine. But to be able to do that and all the fantastic things you've done, like, you know, Shakespeare, Dickens, so many other things, to be able to combine them is really quite unusual.
It is, yes. I have no explanation for it, except that it's been tremendous fun.
No, it's good.
I mean, it has been. I'm not speaking or living in the past. It is. And
it is tremendous fun, and will continue to be so. A Life in the Theatre is at A Life in the Theatre, the Apollo Theatre, and it starts around about the 2nd, but for
2nd of February, yeah.
February. Brilliant. Sounds really good. Must come and see it. Thank you very much.
It is.
Good. Okay. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll be showing you another way to take 10 years off your age. Also, we have Destiny's Child. We're back bigger and better than ever. See you then. Bye-bye.